The Gambia, from the 23rd to the 26th March, will hold the Pan-African Youth Conference. The conference, which is one of Africa's biggest youth gatherings, is organized by the National Youth Council and African Youth Commission in collaboration with the government of the Gambia, UN System in the Gambia, Kanifing Municipal Council, Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Child Fund the Gambia. Joining me in the studio, I have Kausa Silla, the Executive Secretary of the African Youth Commission, who will give us a quick ride through the event's agenda and also give us an enlightenment on what will actually happen on the day. Kausu.
Thank you so much.
Kausu, where will the event take place and what will be the theme of this year's conference?
Thank you so much, Farmada, for having me on this news bulletin. The event will take place at Kairaba Beach Hotel in the Gambia. The theme of the event is "The Future is Now." The youth are not too young to lead. We thought it fitting to discuss these issues in Africa for the fact that if we can have a young person, maybe let me give an example of Mark Zuckerberg in his age of 20 can create Facebook, which is now a global platform that people are using it for many benefits. It's possible to have a young person in Africa to also have such innovation. And also, if we can have a young person in France, in the person of President Macron, at the age of 39, can become a president in France. Something like that nature can also happen in Africa. So basically, we are bringing together young people from over 40 countries to discuss.
We're expecting 40 delegates.
350.
350 delegates.
350 delegates from over 40 countries.
Okay.
Yeah, from over 40 countries.
Right. Yeah. Kindly enlighten us on some of the main issues that this conference will be addressing.
All right. Thank you so much. During the conference, we have different partners that are also hosting side events, but we are looking at discussing issues related to how we can increase youth political participation, not only political participation, but also increase youth participation in economic, in digital space, but also in environmental issues. We'll be discussing issues around how we can get young people as actors to discuss issues related to peace and security in Africa. I mean, we've been seeing some African countries that are currently facing conflict. So how young people can actually come on board to ensure that we have a peaceful, united front in Africa. Those are the things that we'll be discussing, but also during the conference we'll be discussing around issues related to health, reproductive health. And then we have different partners that are also hosting side events during the conference. Basically, we'll be having close to 20 side events hosted by different partners, youth development across in the Gambia, but also outside the Gambia.
Okay. I understand this is the third edition. This is the third conference the AYC in collaboration with the NYC is holding. Yeah. How would you describe the results of the past conferences? Have they been very fruitful? Have they gone a long way in achieving something very tangible that African youths can really brag about?
Yeah, thank you so much, Farimada. I can say that one example, bright example that I will give is the side event that the AYC and National Youth Council co-organized during the Banyan Plus 10 on the African Youth Charter in 2016. Okay. One of the key recommendations that came out from that resolution was for our African leaders to establish Youth Development Fund, and that recommendation was channeled through the African Union Commission. So we are happy to report that as of that recommendation, African Union has allocated 1% of its budget to youth issues. During that conference also, we recommended that we have a special representative at the African Union level that will advocate but also bring youth voices, to whatever discussion that the African Union Commission is having. And we are happy to report that that decision was also honored. This year, African Union, the chairperson of the African Union decided to appoint a young lady in the person of Ms. Ayachebi as his special envoy on youth matters. So we can say that our recommendation has been honored, and this edition we are looking at how best we can have even more concrete recommendation to issues that are affecting young people in the Gambia.
All right, thank you very much, Kausu, for setting light on those very important matters. I'm sure we'll be getting back to you and your team to extract more information in our upcoming bulletins. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fatma.